Tinubu is going into the 2027 election as the sitting president, and that gives him an advantage. But there is something we should remember. He did not win the 2023 election with more than half of the votes. He won with 36.61%. So what happens if the opposition gets more votes this time? What happens if Nigerians become more worried about security and the cost of living? And what happens if voters who supported different candidates in 2023 decide to support one candidate in 2027? These are some of the numbers that could make the 2027 election much harder for Tinubu. Now, let's start with the 2023 election. Bola Tinubu won the presidential election with 8.7 million votes. That was 36.61% of all the votes cast. Atiku got about 6.98 million votes.
6.98 million.
Peter Obi got about 6.10 million votes. And Rabiu Kwankwaso got almost 1.5 million votes. Now look at the numbers. Tinubu won, but Atiku and Obi together got more than 13 million votes. That does not mean those 13 million votes would automatically go to one person if Atiku and Obi had worked together. People vote for different reasons, but it tells us something important. The opposition votes were divided in 2023. Tinubu was able to win because no other candidates came close to him on their own. So the big question for 2027 is simple. What happens if more of those opposition voters support the same candidate this time? That could make the election much more difficult for Tinubu, and that brings us to another major issue: security. This could be one of the biggest problems for the government. According to the data used for this analysis, violent incidents increased by 51.5% in May 2026 compared with May 2025. Deaths increased by 90.1%, and kidnappings increased by 19.7%. Those are serious numbers. And Nigeria is also spending a huge amount of money on security. The 2026 defense and security budget was about 5.4 trillion naira. So the government can say, we are spending more money to fight insecurity, but voters may ask a different question. Are we safe? If a farmer is afraid to go to his farm, if parents are worried about their children going to school, if people are afraid of kidnapping, then the amount of money in the security budget may not be enough to convince them. They want to see result. And that is why security could become a very important issue in 2027.
Very important.
Then we have the economy. This is probably one of the biggest issues for ordinary Nigerians. When Tinubu became president in 2023, inflation was 22.41%. By December 2024, it had reached about 34.8%. But things have changed. By July 2026, headline inflation had fallen to 15.43%. That is a big improvement. But there is something very important to understand. Lower inflation does not mean lower prices. It simply means prices are going up more slowly. If the price of food has already gone up a lot, slowing the increase does not bring the price back down.
It doesn't.
And food inflation was still about 20.31% in July 2026. Then there is the naira. The naira has lost a lot of value since 2023 and is now around 1,350 to 1,400 naira per dollar. So the government can point to the falling inflation rate and say the economy is improving. But many Nigerians may ask, can I actually afford more than I could before? That is the important question. because people don't buy inflation. They buy food, they pay rent, they pay transport, they pay school fees, they pay electricity bills. So even if the economic numbers are improving, voters will want to know if their everyday lives are improving too.
I swear.
And that could have a big impact on the 2027 election. Now let's talk about the opposition. In 2023, Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso were competing against each other. Atiku was also running separately. That meant the opposition vote was spread across different candidates. But 2027 is different.
It's different.
Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso are now together in the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC. Obi has a strong following, especially among younger voters and in the southeast and other parts of the country. Kwankwaso has a strong political base in Kano and parts of northern Nigeria. So instead of competing against each other, they are now trying to bring their supporters together. That could make the 2027 election very different from 2023.
Very different.
But there's still a big question.
Very different.
Can they actually turn their combined support into votes? Having two popular politicians on the same ticket is one thing. Getting their supporters to come out and vote is another thing. And they still have to compete against the APC's strong political structure. So the opposition now has a much clearer challenge to Tinubu than it had in 2023.
I see.
But whether the challenge is strong enough to defeat an incumbent is the big question.
A big question.
Then we come to another important question. How do Nigerians feel about the Tinubu's government?
I swear.
One recent survey put Tinubu's approval at about 30.2%. About 47.5% said they disapproved of his performance. Now we should be careful here. An approval rating is not the same thing as an election result. Someone can disapprove of a president and still vote for him. Someone can approve of a president and still vote for another candidate. But the numbers still tell us something. Tinubu does not have overwhelming support.
He doesn't.
And that gives the opposition an opportunity.
He doesn't at all.
But there is also another side. The 2027 election is still ahead. A lot can change before then. If food prices become more stable, if inflation keeps falling, if security improves, and if people start feeling that the government's reforms are working, then public opinion could change. So the real question is not just do Nigerians like Tinubu today. The big question is, how will Nigerians feel when they are standing in front of the ballot box in 2027? So let's put all these numbers together. Tinubu has some big advantages. He is the sitting president. The APC has a strong political structure, and the opposition is still divided. But there is also serious challenges. He won the 2023 election with just 36.61% of the vote. Security remains a major concern. The cost of living is still a problem for many Nigerians. And his approval rating is not overwhelming. At the same time, the economy is showing signs of improvement. So this is not a simple story of everything is bad, so Tinubu will lose. No. The real question is whether the improvements people see in the government's numbers will also be felt in their everyday lives. Now, here is the conclusion. The Tinubu government will say the reforms are working. Inflation is coming down. The economy is becoming more stable. And the government needs more time to finish what it started. The opposition will say, look at the cost of living. Look at insecurity. Look at the pressure on Nigerian families. And ultimately, the voters will decide which side they believe. So will Tinubu lose in 2027? These numbers don't tell us that. But they do show why the election could be difficult.
It might be difficult.
In 2023,
it will be difficult.
the Tinubu won an election where the opposition votes were divided. In 2027, the big question is whether that will happen again. Because at the end of the day, numbers don't vote. Nigerians do. And the real question is, will these numbers turn into votes? I'll leave you to answer that. Thank you.
Well,